Welcome back, guys, and today we're going to make the potions from Legend of Zelda. We're going to start by making our natural food colorings for this, so I don't have to use actual food coloring, and gives me a little substance to this video. To make our blue food coloring, we're going to take this purple cabbage, red cabbage, which looks purple, and it's going to make a blue food coloring, I promise. You want to just cut out the core, and it's going to get a nice rough chop. Make sure you take all your little scraps and put them off to the side so the camera can see what's going on the cutting board. Remove the core, and then a nice rough chop that we're going to cover with water and cook until all the color is extracted, about 20 minutes or so boiling. Doesn't have to be anything fancy or fine, just some chops. You can take this cabbage later on in life and saute it and make dinner or something with it, stir fries, whatnot. Here you go. For our green food coloring, we're going to use some spinach, blanched that for about 5 minutes in water. You can use, if you use frozen spinach, you don't have to blanch it. You can just skip right to the pureeing it step. But I'm using fresh, so we're blanching for about 5 minutes to help get all that color out and to help kind of nullify the flavors. As for red, we're doing pomegranate, so we won't need to make red food coloring today. And here we go, green spinach into the food processor. It's going to be just a little bit of water and puree until it's nice and smooth. If you need to, you can add a little bit more water until it purees all nice and smooth like, but that's easy enough right there for that. You see here we got our food processor out and just puree that all down. Look at it go. Then once it's done, you can strain it if you want to. You don't have to, but you strain out all the pulp pretty much, and that'll leave you with a better consistency for later on making potions. The cabbage, once that's all done, make sure you pour a little bit on the counter and strain out your cabbage. You want to reduce that reserve liquid again for until you got about half to a third of it left, and that's going to help concentrate your colors to make everything more vibrant. And there you go, back on the stove. Now, to make our red, we take our pomegranate here, throw it all over the counter. There you go. Perfect. Get those back up and get those in a pot with some water as well. You're going to just cook those for a couple minutes, just kind of soften them up and make them easier to puree down and extract all your flavors from when we get to that point. Then you don't have to add anything other than the water. Let the flavor do itself. Don't add sugar. You'll be doing that later on when you use this liquid to make your simple syrup, which would be used to flavor your potions. About 2 cups of water, and there you go. And then once that's all taken care of, it's just going to go into the pot or into the food processor, which will slowly slide on its own. That's all right. It's a natural thing that happens. As I put a little bit too much in here, as you see, I'm kind of leery about doing this, but we'll just push forward anyways. Carefully. We're going to put the thing on it and just kind of pulse it. Give it a couple quick ones to make sure it's not going to go everywhere before really going to town and letting the blades of that food processor do its work and break down all them seeds to kind of get the meaty portion of them will get into the liquid, and then we can strain out the hard seeds right after we get done with this. There you go. Now, see here we got our purple reduction from our cabbage, and to turn it blue, use a little magic, or science in this case, baking soda. Now there's a chemical in the red cabbage that when you combine the baking soda to it, will turn it blue. You want to add 1/8 of a teaspoon at a time until you get to about half a teaspoon or 4/8 as it will, and just stir it all together until you get this nice blue color like you see here. Not too bad. Now, make our simple syrup. 2 cups water, 2 cups sugar into each pot, and then raspberries for our blue potion, mint, and kind of get all them oils released. But it'll be mint and a little bit of cucumber for our green potion. Our base is going to be some carbonated water. You can use club soda if you'd rather go that route. I have the soda stream here, so I'm just going to hit it with a couple pulses of carbonation, kind of let it all get all nice and carbonated so I don't have to get club soda or anything. Real simple, and that's going to go in the fridge until you're ready to make your potions. Now see here, I got my cucumber, I got my raspberry, and I got my pomegranate. Add your green to your cucumber mint. There you go. Nice, beautiful color there. That worked out just fine. As I add this blue food coloring to the red raspberries, I realized that making blue raspberry was a little more complicated than just adding food coloring to raspberries. It ends up turning it purple, but that don't matter. You want to fill your bottles less than what I did. I wasn't thinking. I did about a third. You may want to do half of that. These turned out to be pretty sugary for my taste, but it's ultimately up to you. There we go. Real simple. At that point, add your club soda here. Now we got our green potion. That is our potion of magic. Our blue-red potion. That is our ultimate potion that cures everything and perfect. And then we got the red potion, which is the potion of life. And there we go. Now, of course, the all important taste test afterwards. Well, no, first, that's right, gotta stir it up. Almost forgot about that. Don't flip it upside down because cork is porous and does not hold that stuff in. Give it a little swirl, not too rough. It is carbonated, there is sugar, it could possibly explode everywhere. So, but you give it a little swirl and get all the flavors combined. Now is for the important taste test. Cucumber mint, not too bad. All these were a little too sugary for me, but the flavors were pretty good. Not too bad. Now our blue raspberry here. I probably should have strained the seeds out because you can see those all over the place. But still, wasn't horrible. Now on to my favorite one, the pomegranate. I have to say, this right here, if it wasn't so sugary, I probably would have drank the whole bottle. I actually saved that. I'll be making that more often. I still have my syrups and stuff left. A couple sips there, and it's pretty good. And there you have it. There's your potions. And as you know, it is dangerous to go alone. So take this.